Hello, friends. Hi, I just thought I would share with you a few of the finds that I discovered this weekend going out to garage sales and an auction lot that I received as well. Some thrift store finds as well. So gear up, grab a cup of tea and maybe a little snack of some sort, and join me to discover some of the things that I've got. And yeah, let me know what you think of them. Okay. So here we go with the first thing. Went to a thrift store and I got these glasses. And so I'm going to have to do a bit more research on them. They're probably more modern, just because the Danish ones typically aren't as tall. But I'm going to research to make sure that they're not, Danish ones. I'm drawn to this dark turquoise color, and I just love it. So there's two of those. The other thing that I got at this the same thrift shop is this really cute little Mexican bird, well, egg with a bird coming out, hatching out of its egg. And I just thought that was really sweet and nice and colorful and something different from the tonala sort of style stuff. That store also had this vase, and it's an old Hull pottery vase. I'll show you that there's the old Hull. Let me put my hand here so that hopefully can focus on that. Let me bring my light a little bit closer too, just so that sometimes it helps with the focusing. Yeah, so it says Hull pottery, and then on the bottom, you can see it says Hull Art USA R1-5. So I just think that's really pretty it almost looks like wild roses, really neat. So that I liked. Then I found this in another thrift shop. Beautiful. I think it's teak. Tell me in the comments if you think it's something else, but just gorgeous. I mean, you just want to touch it. It is so smooth and soft and beautiful. I just thought that was really neat and different. And then this picture, what do you think? Gorgeous, huh? It's really neat. Just notice there's kind of like a little bit of a dip here. Now again, I'm gonna need to wash this a bit and do some research, but I like how it's been kind of fire polished on the bottom. It's actually really well made. So yeah, really neat piece with applied handle. Thought that was really different. I got a massive bag of buttons. So I will do a button sorting video sometime soon and show you how that goes. And then I got some brooches. Have a look at some of these brooches. So this is the first one. Isn't this gorgeous? Now it's interesting because it has one of those latches that's, just the hook kind of latches, which tells me it's probably older because of that. But I just love the kind of blue-gray stones. You don't see that kind of blue-gray very often, and that's one of my favorite colors. And then this turquoise and clear stone brooch as well, kind of ribbon. I guess I've got it upside down, don't I? But that one's a really neat one too. And then this one, just love the amber glass on this one. And then also the Aurora Borealis stones as well. So 3 neat brooches. And then I got these, it's actually a set of 2 framed cruel pictures. And they're framed from a custom framing shop. So I know that the quality of matting and glass and frame is really high quality. And there's 2 of them. So it's going to be a neat, hung together, right? I thought those were really neat. Put those over here. Then I went to a garage sale, and this was really neat, this garage sale. It was, as I walked in, I saw this right away, and it had some essential, kind of fragrance oils in it, and I didn't want the fragrance oils because I'm kind of sensitive to smell, but I did want this basket because I just think it's beautifully made, and just gorgeous. So yeah, that I got at this. But the neat thing about this garage sale was right when I walked in, the fellow said to me, everything here is by donation. So, and it's donation for the fires that are happening in British Columbia where I live. And it's pretty devastating. So I was happy to give him a bit more than I would normally for these items because you know what? It's a great way to help out, people that are experiencing these forest fires. I know how much it's done to my ex-sister-in-law. I mean, it's been absolutely devastating and really puts your life on hold while you're waiting and these alerts and so on. It's just awful. So that was the first thing from that garage sale. And then the other thing that I got from that garage sale, because it wasn't a lot of vintage, I'll have to admit, was this guy. Look at him with his big long tail. I just thought he was amazing. And when I picked him up and I said, "Oh, Mr. Monkey, Mr. Monkey," he said, "Oh, that was mine when I was a little boy." So he said, "So it's at least 30 years old." So I know it's a vintage one. And isn't he neat? I've never seen one this big. I thought that, he was just super cute and had to snag him. I'm thinking about having a toy sale before Christmas because I've actually got quite a few toys saved up. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. Then in another garage sale, I got a bag of Snoopys. And these Snoopys, I have a friend that I work with who loves Snoopy. So I'm going to check in with her to see if this is something, if she wants some of these. But they're quite fun. I couldn't see a date on them unless you guys, somebody in the audience here knows, knows this mark. And let me see if I can get it to focus. But what it says is UPS Spain. This one says Spain, made in China. And then it's got an SN number. And then 47SS223, whatever that means. So this is a little Snoopy with a kind of Spanish outfit on. I'll just show you a few of them because there's quite a few in here. And then this one, like Western Snoopy with his, right? Who's got like, it looks like a cowboy hat kind of thing. Now this one says US Wild West. Okay, so it has he's the Wild West Snoopy. I haven't looked these up. If anybody wants to look them up and let me know if I got a good score. Now this guy is the Mexican one. Here's his hat, little sombrero. I was a big fan of Snoopy when I was younger. A cucaracha. So maybe a couple more and then I'll show you some other stuff. Okay, this must be Russian Snoopy. Come on, get them all lined up here. I think that's Russian Snoopy, right? Let's just make sure, but looks like it. Oh no. UK? Oh, of course. Duh. It's the changing of the guards. I thought that was a Russian hat, but it's the UK Palace Guard. Okay, now it's this guy. Italy. Oh, I'm guessing the hat's probably in here somewhere because some of them have a hole in the head. And I'm guessing that this might have this is Italy, some kind of a hat that's Italian looking. I'll have to dig. But I just saw one more that I want to show you. Wouldn't this be fun for 4th of July? I'm guessing that's going to say US, and it does. So I guess these are Snoopys from around the world. I guess that's what I bought. But now at this garage sale, what else did I get at this garage sale? Trying to think now which pieces I got there. Well, I definitely got this weird ephemera there. Yeah, I thought I was buying music, sheets of music, but that's not actually what I bought. It's cool. It's really cool. The graphics are cool, but let me show you. So this is what I'll show you what caught my eye. First of all, this one caught my eye. Isn't that cool? But do you see what it is? Theater Under the Stars, 25 cents, it says. Well, Theater Under the Stars was a theater group here in Vancouver. And so what it is it's a theater program for a play called The Wizard of Oz. And, you know, there's a picture of Vancouver here and sort of a story about Vancouver. You know, and it tells you who played, you know, Dorothy and the Wizard of, or the Lion and the other, you know, the wizard and so on. And yeah, so it's kind of fun, but the graphics, right? The graphics are just amazing. So, you know, maybe somebody that's really into theater would love this. Like, I don't know, is this something that Patrick would like, or one of his friends, to decorate, you know, their walls? Because these are all theater programs that I got. I thought they were sheet music, but they're theater programs. So there's this one, Pop Concert. And you know, what's interesting is that a lot of them have advertisement as well, which is kind of fun, right? The sponsoring kind of advertising of this. And it's always fun to look at to what's on the back of them. So there's this one, Mr. Roberts International Cinema. I love the back on this one. Isn't that fun? So it's for a dress shop downtown. There's also like some like kids theater thrown in here a bit too. Like this one's, look at this one, is sort of a handmade one. But then there's a lot of, there's a theater bill. This one's cool. Somebody, they've screen printed it. And again, it's a high school production of Mikado. Student Festival of the Arts. And these are all from the 50s. Toronto Conservative of Music, Summer School. The Drama Society, University of Alberta. And then there were two, I guess they did them in maybe in different years, but Brigadoon. Two Brigadoon programs for Theater Under the Stars again. Again, amazing, amazing graphics, really fun graphics. And then this one, For Love or Money. So that's the sort of theater ephemera part. But I think I said in my, you know, the title of this show today, I called it my weird ephemera or odd ephemera or something. Well, let me show you what else was in that, in this. Okay, well this, yeah, there's this part, but then there were two other pieces to this pile of ephemera that I bought. Have a look at these. These, I was like, oh my gosh, these are really crazy, interesting to some people, I'm sure. What they are is they are little, lots of brochures that I guess they gave out to patients. That's what I'm thinking. Like they're for, you know, patients, to give them instructions on how to live healthy. So things like, in 1944, 3 fatal cases of botulism involving 2 adults and a child in one family occurred in Vancouver Island City. The victims died between 20 and 30 hours after eating salmon processed at home 1 year previously. So talking about canning and how to do canning properly. Yeah, just poisons and how to, make sure that you're taking care of your house properly, not putting yourself in danger. Here's lucky 13 rules for food handlers everywhere. To keep in mind, 13 can be your lucky number if you follow these rules. It depends on you. Use plenty of soap and hot water. Keep your body and clothes clean. Wash your hands after visiting the toilet. Stay at home when you're sick. Geez, do these sound a little familiar? Don't cough, spit, sneeze, or smoke near food or dishes. Keep your fingers out of food and clean utensils. Use only clean, wholesome foods. Beware of poisons. Store all foods in a clean, dry place. Keep all perishables in the refrigerator. Allow no dirty utensils or equipment to touch food. Protect food from flies, rats, roaches, and other vermin. And keep the premises spotless. So that's your lucky 13 rules for healthier living. So that's the first one. Then there's a pamphlet on rural waters. So I think it's about, water sanitation and purification and so on. But again, really fun graphics in this one. Just thought it was a really neat little brochure. And then started looking further, and there's like pamphlets on about two serious diseases. Any guesses before I tell you? What diseases do you think that this little pamphlet talks about? Give me a minute. Put it in the comments. Syphilis and gonorrhea. So venereal diseases, the little pamphlet about venereal diseases and, how to, how venereal diseases spread. Right? Now do you see why I thought this was a bit odd? Then there's a brochure, answers to your questions about cancer. I don't know if this person was a medical professional or they just had really bad luck with health, because there's quite a few different types of health concerns here. There is something you can do about cancer. Then there's one on diabetes. But again, the graphics are great, and they would be fun to read especially if you're like a health professional and you want to sort of understand, what kind of health advice they gave in the 40s and 50s. Arthritis, and the one on arthritis. Good red blood cells and what they're supposed to be. So this is like a little flyer brochure. Okay. You're on your own. Tuberculosis. It's not very nice. You're on your own. Oh, it's care in the home. Okay, so I guess it's for when you're like discharged. I was going to say, you're on your own. That's not very good messaging for the patient. And it's just, Oh, it's on your way out of this, a guide to post-sanatorium living. Interesting. Wow, eh? So that's that one on tuberculosis. Then what you should know about tuberculosis. And then information and rules on tuberculosis institutions. And then tuberculosis can attack anyone, but it need not be you. And then tuberculosis from 18 to 80. And then social assistance for tuberculosis patients. And then this was the one that I found quite fascinating, employment of the tuberculosis. And it's a guide for employers. Listen to this. Should you be afraid of tuberculosis? To have a healthy respect for this disease is sound common sense. It's like having a healthy respect for fire. Your main concern is with intelligent precautions and preventions rather than fear. for you know that understanding fire and its causes can remove its dangers. Similarly, cooperation in programs which ensure early detection and adequate treatment of this disease is a social responsibility to which contribute through taxes, which you contribute through taxes and voluntary donations. It pays dividends in the long run. Good public health practice requires that everyone with active tuberculosis should be diagnosed as soon as possible and then placed under treatment in a hospital or sanatorium. So it goes on about, should you employ a man or woman with tuberculosis? So it seems like it was quite the stigmatizing, right? Stigmatizing disorder for these poor people at that, in that era. So actually, weird, but interesting. I mean, certainly I'm sure there's somebody out there that would love this kind of stuff. And then there was just some really weird odds and sods in there, like this plastic wallet. And what's interesting, it's like all plastic, and it says New York Life Insurance Company, and then there's a calendar in it, and it's from let's see, what did I see? I think it was 1956, yeah. It's a little calendar. I love the back of it. Interesting, hey? So that's tucked in here. So I guess this was like a little, giveaway or whatever. No money in it, unfortunately. No key to something. Oh, just like an identification. My name is. There were two weird letters about buying some kind of a plaque. Then there was this brochure on notes along the trail of the Hiawatha. And this is a train. It's a train brochure. The Milwaukee Road, the friendly railway of the West. So it's basically a book all about a train trip, and like it gives you like sort of play by play of some of the sights you'd see and little descriptions of them. So somebody who's into trains would probably love that, right? Then there's two copies of a graduation, like convocation of McDougall Auditorium for the University of Alberta. So this is from May 1949. So my Albertan subscribers, if you know somebody that went to the U of A in 1949, let me know. I might have something you might like. And then I found this, which is putting it across by Carter a store, or Carter B store. And it's published by the Boy Scouts Association, the Canadian headquarters. And basically what it is it's a Canadian Scouters training course. And I believe it's like for leaders, people that are going to lead kind of scout camps and stuff, and scout, meetings and so on. And it's pretty funny. How to secure scouters is inside here too. Training for scout leadership. A few other little brochures inside here. I love this diagram of the learning process, right? So yeah, really funny brochure around scouting for Canadian scouting. So I thought right away of this old house, or this overstuffed house. Why is her name escaping me? Nancy. So Nancy, if this is something you'd like, let me know. And then there's this weird, I think it's a school. Yeah, it's like a school newspaper. Again, let's see if it's got a year. It says November. I don't see a year, but it's been all like hand typed out and stuff. So again, just odd, right? Really odd ephemera. I thought I was buying a whole stack of sheet music, and I ended up buying, this. So, So tell me what you think in the, the notes below or the comments below. What do you think? You think I'm going to get, what did I pay? I paid $20 for that stack of ephemera. So let me know if you think I'm going to get my money back or have I got a bit of a dud there? I don't know. It'll be really interesting because I don't know what the market is for, theater programs and old medical brochures. So we'll see. So that was that. And then the other thing that I got 2 bits of, I went to another thrift shop after that and got this 2 big pieces of batik. So they, they're not finished. So it's definitely fabric, but it's really neat fabric. And I think it'd be neat for somebody wanting to make curtains or wanting to make pillows or something like that. And then I found this chenille bedspread. Neat, hey? And it's so soft because it's well worn, like it's been, worn. So it's got that really soft, worn in kind of feel to it. And it's like some sort of sunflower pattern. I just thought that was really neat. It definitely feels like cotton. The tag on it's really like washed out, so I can't read it or anything, but definitely feels like cotton, and it's a single. So I thought that was neat. So if anything, if you see anything that I've shown today that really appeals to you and you'd like it, just send me an email. The email address is there down below. If you can see down in the corner there, the left corner. Vintagerous at shaw.ca is how you can email me, make me an offer, or let's negotiate a price that works for you, and I'll let you know if I had something that I really wanted to save for a live sale, but we can work something out for sure. So that was it for all my sort of thrifting, garage sailing this weekend. But I also got a really interesting, well, I think it'll be interesting, lot from an auction. And one thing you might not know about me is I absolutely adore stationery, like anything to do with office sort of stuff, like a stapler, like an old stapler. If I see that, it's very hard for me to not A, purchase it, and B, keep it because I don't know. I have this thing for really, really cool old desk stationery like not calendars, but like the kind of perpetual calendars, those ones. Like there was one in the Madame Rack lots that I found a bit hard to let go of, but I think somebody really wanted it, and I was happy that they really wanted it. So they had the appreciation that I had. So what did I buy? I'm going to give you a first look because I haven't looked at this at all. So here we go. What did I buy? A whole lot of vintage pens and pencils. But they're cool. They're advertising. So I thought that we could look at some of these together and see what I got. So here's the first one. It says, drink for the health, Kiko, delicious chocolate drink. Kiko. Yeah. So that's the first pencil. Oh, this is an interesting one. Looks like some of them have like Alberta on them. So Lethbridge Colliers, Cadillac Galt, Two Great Coals. So that's that one. Here's one that has some advertising on it too. It says, Vintagerous menswear. No man ever regretted buying quality. That's fun. Let's see, what's this one? Here's an orange one. It says, ship your palm dairy or something like that. It's cut off because of the being sharpened, but it's got a cow on it. What do you think? Do you like this kind of stuff? I love this kind of stuff. Jenkins and Son, the only ambulance equipped with E&J resuscitator, inhaler, and aspirator. Oh, look at the phone number. It's just S62. That's the phone number on this one. That's fun. Okay. See your co-op first. See your co-op first. And this one's not even sharpened. I have no idea value on these. I'm going to have to research. But I know there are people that collect. This is one weird. It's kind of got a cap on it. But it's a pencil. It says blue on it. Lucky Bell. Oh, it's a ball pen. Oh, it's a ball pen. But what's interesting is it's got a ruler on it. You see the ruler? Well, that's a pen, not a pencil. Let's see this one. Jack's Electric. You call, we wire. Radio and appliance repairs. Phone 54. Wow. Oak. Uh-oh. Otikwan? Uh-oh. Julie, where are you when I need you? Oh, Atiquokan, Ontario. That's fun. And then there's a bunch of pens as well. There's another Lethbridge Colliers, 2 Great Coals, Galt, Cadillac. Oh, isn't a Collier a horseshoe? Is that what you call the person that does the horseshoes? So Coles being like the horses, and in Galt and Cadillac, I'm guessing those are race horses. But again, if you know more in the comments, please let me know. Okay, that's a boring one. It's not advertising. Compliments of, here it goes again. Atokian, Atikokan, Atikokan Bakery. And it's from whatever it is, Ontario. I won't keep butchering the name. Somebody will help me with that one, I'm sure. It's another boring one, I think. Oh, no, it is advertising. The Toronto Dominion Bank, which it's now called TD Canada Trust, so it's changed its name. But H.M. Howell, Flour and Feed, Dryden, phone 4545, Ontario. That'll be fun to kind of look up when phone numbers were only like 3 digits. When was that? Because that's when all of these are from. Well, there's another A bakery. I'm not even going to try to say the name again. I like this one. This one's fun. Stolen from White Lunch. Steaks, full course meal, fish and chips, 117 North Syndicate Ave, Fort William, Ontario. And then the phone number is S223339. I love that it says stolen from. That's great. Now, wouldn't these be fun, in a mug or a cup or whatever on your desk? I mean, I'm sorry, but I think these are super fun. Okay, here's another one. Paul Zeror. Oh boy, why do I get all the hard names? Zaborowski, Zborowski, and General Construction. It's hard to read because it's black on red. And this one's from Waterloo, Ontario. Whoops. Waterloo, Ontario. Very cool. Let's look at some of these pens because we got a bunch of pens here too. And I'm thinking like if I could get probably some refills for these pens, because they probably don't work. I'm guessing they won't be all dried up. But compliments of Don's Locker and Meat Market. Wholesale and retail, top quality meats, custom slaughtering, curing, and processing. And then again, it's a 3-digit phone number, Barhead, Alberta. That's fun. There's another pen. What does this one have? It says, compliments Admiral Fuel Oil Co-op Association, 29 and 34. So I guess that's the phone numbers for that one. What do you think, guys? Is this fun? Motive Machine Works, complete engine rebuilding. And this one's from Regina, Saskatchewan. 1342 Lorne Street in Regina, Saskatchewan. And just look at the colors too. Like it's like a peachy kind of orange and then a kind of a mint green. That makes me think 50s for sure. Let's see if I can find another interesting one. I know, I thought in the picture that I saw one that was a mortuary. I can't see. Of course, can't see it right now. But I mean, I haven't even made a dent. So this is going to be a bit of a sorting process, I think. So maybe what I'll do is do some sorting of these and then, you know, show them in a live sale or bring them to a live sale. Here's a fun one. Williams sells shoes. I just like it that it's silver and then it's got a sort of man's shoe on it. I was hoping there might be like a, you know, a fountain pen or something really cool in here. Oh, what's that? Well, I guess it's like a letter opener. Huh. Oh, there's a couple of those letter openers. That's fun. I think I don't know. Do you like the pens or the pencils better? The pencils are kind of fun. Compliments of Central Motors, Dryden, Ontario. Model shoe repair, Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Oh, what's upside down? Here's another pen. Wix Fillers, mainline sales and service, your Wix headquarters, from Kelher, Saskatchewan. Interesting. Here's the mortuary one, though. I really want to find that mortuary one. See your co-op first. That we saw that one already. Different, another one of those. Taggart's menswear. Well, that's the one that's the men won't regret. So that's a second on that. Let's see if I can just dig a bit here. Fort William Bottling Works. Oh, it has a 7-Up logo at the top. That's cool. That would be good for 7-Up collectors. Here's one for Loblaws. Electrical, something electrical. Hard to read. Let's see here. Northern Auto Parts. Oh, I love it. I just love it. Am I a weirdo? Am I a weirdo for loving this? Place Billiards and Barbershop. Compliments of Palace Billiard and Barbershop. Fred Dauberthien, proprietor, Gull Lake, Saskatchewan. Isn't that a fun one? Wow. Well, I mean, I could go on and on and on because look, I barely made a dent. Barely made a dent. So guess what I'm going to be doing for a little while yet, hey? How fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll put these down. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. Is this the kind of video you like to watch? I'm always open to feedback, so let me know. And if you would, subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I do another video like this. And every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific, so that's 9 p.m. Eastern time, I do live sales where I sell vintage goodies. So hope you'll join me. Hope you'll subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, or even a thumbs down if you didn't like it. That helps me out too, right? To know what you like and you don't. So thank you, everybody. I won't touch my lips to my hands after touching the pen. Love you all. Talk to you soon. See you soon. Bye now.